Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Ooh, smells great. Why am I showing off these lovely cleaning products? Well, someone told me once you see enough bad movies, it just tends to get easier. Well, they lied. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Gump's Videos. My name is indeed Kyle Gumpert, and today I'll be reviewing Daredevil. And no, not the badass Netflix show. No, I'm talking about the 2003 Ben Affleck version. This movie was actually so painful, I actually had to watch this on 2 different occasions. Like, when I got to the halfway mark, I thought I was almost done. Checked the thing, I was like, no, I was halfway done. I was like, what the hell? This movie is so... My biggest problem is that this movie is so confused on what it wants to be. It doesn't know if it wants to be dark, gritty, and serious, or stuck in the 2003 cheese that it is. I just want to let you guys know, Daredevil, other than having the heightened senses, doesn't have any superpowers. Neither does Elektra. So tell me, how the hell are they jumping from building to building and jumping like fucking 50 feet in the air? Just to let you guys know, they're athletic. They are. But if you guys did not know, the average human being can't jump that high. I don't know the statistics, but I am willing to bet my house and my life that the average jump is not 50 feet. Not 45, not 40, and not 30. Not even 10. I hate to break that to you guys, but it's just not. This movie was taking itself way too seriously in certain parts, and then out of nowhere, this 2000 cheese came out of nowhere. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this 2000 cheese, like in the early 2000s, there was this like aspect of cheesiness in films, like out of nowhere, just out of nowhere. And this does not separate from that. And it had the splendid bullies. The bullies were probably my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. And I really just like, it's fascinating how writers think bullies act in elementary school and middle school and high school. Don't get me wrong, bullying is a thing. Even in elementary school, kids are actually really horrible because they don't know the limits. In middle school, people start to know their limits. In high school, everyone knows a certain extent of a limit. And those bullies are just now looked at as assholes. But these kids are like, what, 11, 12 years old? Like, hey, Murdoch, like, who's blind? It's fucking funny because he's blind. Let's beat him up. Who's the coward? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I never, and I actually mean this, never in my life have I ever wanted to punch a 10-year-old through my screen in my entire life that hard. I wanted to fucking square hook him in the face. Hey, Murdoch, who's the little coward? He's got fucking 2 guys behind him. Who's the little coward? He's fucking blind, bullying him, and he's like, who's the little coward? And he walks away. He's like, huh, bitch. What? What? Like, who's the writer that thought that this is how kids acted? I don't know if any kind of child would act like that. If there's a child that is like that, he is officially the Antichrist. Because not once Not once has a bully in my elementary school looked at a blind kid and like, hey, let's beat him up because it's gonna be funny because he's fucking blind. I gotta really change subjects because there's a whole other movie and the bullies were only like a 2% of that movie. Not even. And the bleach is probably gonna be kicking in about 20 minutes, so I really gotta finish up. I really want to get back to this blind thing, not with the bullies, but with Elektra. She knows Matt is following her. So she confronts him in a playground filled with children, and she's like, if you don't back away, I will kick your ass. Is anyone realizing that this guy is fucking blind? Anybody? No, let's beat up the fucking blind man because it's fucking cool. Oh, did you hear I beat up Matt? Oh, the blind guy? Yeah. Oh, fucking savage, man. No, so this fight proceeds and she's like, wow, you got moves, man. And then after the fight, after the kids were chanting fight, which no one ever does. I don't know where that cliche came from, but nobody ever does that in a fucking school. I really don't know where that cliche came from, but it's fucking stupid. I'm glad it's almost dead. No one screams fight. Everyone's just like, oh, go get him, fucking punch him in the head. That's how people react in a fight. Beside the point. So, literally, not even 2 minutes after she fights him and she almost loses to a blind man, he stops her from tripping over a curb and then getting run over by a bus. You know what she says right away? How'd you do that? You just fought the fucker! And that's your first time you're gonna question his blindness? Really? Oh my, oh my God. Oh my God. And this time, where it's trying to be all dark and serious, turn on the goddamn light. I don't know what it is, when the night scenes are on, it's trying to be the Dark Knight. When the Dark Knight hasn't even come out yet, he's like, I'm dark, I'm brooding, my family's dead, I had no one to look towards, I just got a fucking priest, I got no feelings, I have no fear. And then the priest out of nowhere is like, oh, by the way, I don't like the costume. Oh, comedy kids, get it? It's the devil. Then, when the lights are on, it becomes instant cheese with Spider-Man cheese. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. And I love the first two movies. I do, but be honest, they're not as the masterpieces everyone's making them out to be. They are freaking great for what they are, and they're really, really cheesy. They're filled with that early 2000 cheese. But that's what that movie. So, imagine watching The Dark Knight that all of a sudden it started treating itself like it was Spider-Man 2. It's just mind-boggling. It really is. There's one thing I actually love about this movie, and I forget the actor's name. I really do. It's on the tip of my tongue, but he plays Bullseye. Bullseye in this movie is freaking amazing. The one thing I really hate is he's like, he made me miss. He made me miss. So he goes on this fucking murder spree just to get the Daredevil. And other than that, he's fucking amazing because he's licking his lips. He's like the Joker in a very funny ass way. He's it's freaking amazing. When he was on screen, I wanted to watch. But every time he was off screen, I wanted to cringe. And it's just wow. And what are you doing, Jon Favreau? I know this man must love his comics. He must love his superheroes. But my God, man, you really subjected yourself to this movie. And he's not even in the movie that much. And it's just, there was this running gag with him. He's like, there's alligators in the sewer. I'm like, I get it. Because in the early 2000s, that was the thing. People thought there was alligators in the sewer. It's 2018. No one thinks that's funny anymore. I don't think anyone ever thought it was funny. But it's not. It just isn't. It's not funny. Oh. The bleach is really starting to kick in. One other thing I really want to say is the action was horrible. Just horrible. Every time it's a fight scene, it's fucking raining. Why? And sticking with the raining thing, they enhance his abilities when it comes to agility and strength and shit like that. When I mean strength, he's fucking launching Kingpin across the room. I don't know how he's doing that because he doesn't have super strength. He's just a regular man who's blind, who has heightened senses. He's throwing this fat man across the room, and he is fat, okay? So calm down. He's like a solid 280, 300 pounds. He's fucking launching him across the room. He's doing like 7 front flips and doing a nosedive off the building. They heightened that side of him, but they really downplayed the senses of him. Yes, he can hear really well, but it seems like it's almost average because he can't see anybody unless it's raining. But in the Netflix show, they did it so much better, where like he clicks or snaps a finger, he sees the entire room. Or like he can see people, he can tell where people are because of the heartbeat. In this movie, he can sense the heartbeat, but he doesn't use it to fight. He has to use the rain to fight. So like in the final fight, he turns on the sprinklers so he can fucking see. It's like, I think the director just wanted to see Ben Affleck get wet. And yes, I meant it to sound like that. It's freaking disgusting. It's perverted. Like, I don't know what was with the early 2000s with this, like, turn off the lights and make it rain and then have our superhero kiss somebody or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it's so stupid. And this movie was honestly painful with the cringy humor, with the cringy darkness, and just everything was just so uncomfortable. It made me just ill to my stomach. I'm about to die, guys. I didn't die fast enough for this review to end as quickly as I wanted. But this movie is horrible. I have a Twitter, Instagram, Gumps_videos. Go follow me there for the latest news and updates on my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and lock up later. And